I comment on the news, so there's really no excuse not to listen to the Neil Archer Show. Well, right, chaps. While we await the release of the Epstein client list, many people are, or many names, I guess, are being speculated about. And one of those is Lord Peter Mandelson, who is Keir Starmer's ambassador to the USA currently. Now, Mandelson was one of the very first people to be called a spin doctor, a label with unpleasant connotations that hint of kind of bending the truth. He was dubbed the Prince of Darkness. Again, not terribly complimentary. He's a self-described gay man and is married to a Brazilian translator. If you look him up on Wikipedia, now the accuracy of Wikipedia has been questioned, but it seems that it's a heavily left-leaning site. So I think, and Mandelson is definitely of the left, so I doubt that they will be exaggerating things that they've said about him. If anything, I think they're more likely to have been containing them or making them smaller. Anyway, you'll find under the heading of controversies a long 8-paragraph list of incidents in which he was involved. And these include accepting gifts, including private jet travel and free yacht cruises. And it's now becoming apparent that he had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, according to the Mail website today, it says Lord Mandelson has squirmed on live TV when he was confronted about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Britain's new ambassador to the US did not deny that he stayed at the paedophile financier's New York home in 2009 after Epstein had already been jailed for child sex offences. So it was after he was known to be a paedophile, not before people might necessarily have known what he was doing. Anyway, Mandelson says, I'm not answering any questions about him. So he goes on to say, Epstein apparently referred to Lord Mandelson as Petey, which is quite a kind of very personal sort of nickname, which you wouldn't expect if they unless they were quite good friends. I mean, it's not likely that you're going to call an acquaintance that you have through business or what have you, whose name is Peter. It's not likely that you're going to call them Petey unless you know them pretty well. Anyway, it goes on to say that there's also photographs, or a photograph, of Mandelson shopping with Epstein at a boutique in, get this, the US Virgin Islands. Ha ha! Now, what's in the US Virgin Islands? Little St. James, you think? Yes. Now, Little St. James is Jeffrey Epstein's own island, or the island that he owned, and which is the kind of centre of a lot of the speculation about what he was doing and who he was doing it with. So Mandelson tried to walk away from this interview, but he was pressed again, and he said, "My knowledge of him is something I regret." Surprise, surprise! And I wish I'd never met him in the first place. I suspect Prince Andrew would likely feel that as well. So anyway, it transpires that they still wanted him to talk about it, and obviously he didn't want to. And it ended up where he basically said, frankly, you can all fuck off. Charming. So that's the Prince of Darkness, aka Lord Peter Mandelson. Remember that name. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Well done if you got this far, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers for now.